Selfish Babe. Welcome back to another Selfish Babe podcast with me, your host, Olanike Osiwale. So in today's episode, I've actually been wanting to talk about this since last week, but I want to talk about the NPC Trend. Non-player character. That's what it stands for. Non-player character trend that's on TikTok. And just what it means and what we think about it, etc. And so if you don't know, there is this creator on TikTok named PinkDoll. And she's a Black woman living in Canada. And I think she has, she's like from a country in Africa that's probably French speaking. I don't know which one. But, and I don't know if that's true, by the way. I feel like I saw that somewhere. But basically, she gets on TikTok and she pretends to be an NPC and she's live. And basically, you have to send her gifts in order for her to make a sound. I don't have my other phone with me right now and I don't really feel like getting it. But basically, she's like, oh, ice cream. So like if you send her ice cream, she's like, oh my God, ice cream so good. I got your heart. Gang, 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 gang. I'm trying to think of the ones. Pop, oh, pop. Thank you for the bubbles. I can't do it with the bubbles, but basically she comes up with these catchphrases for what you send her as gifts through TikTok. Now, when you send her a gift through TikTok, you're paying real money. Like I have sent her gifts. I've sent other various creators gifts on live on TikTok that I've loved. And so you can probably spend $20 to get like 1,000 coins or 1,200 coins or even more than that. And these different gifts have different costs. And people send her the gifts, so she gives the reaction. If I sent her an ice cream cone, she would be like, oh, ice cream so good. If it was like a gang gang against 2 double G's, she'll be like, gang gang, gang gang. And then she holds a straightening iron with popcorn and pops the popcorn. And that was just like, I think that from what I've learned, that's just a tactic to kind of draw people in, because you're like, why is she holding this iron to try to pop this popcorn? And I've seen other creators do it on TikTok where this one girl was holding a cucumber in her hand. And in my mind, I'm always wondering, why does she have a cucumber in her hand? Because I would be scrolling on my TikTok and I would see her hold this cucumber. And in my mind, I'm just like, why does she have this cucumber? But that made me stop. And so I had just listened to this podcast called the Share Your Screen podcast, hosted by Coco Mocha and her friend. I think her friend's name is Nick. I may not be sure about that. But they were just talking about PinkDoll and just what's been going on lately. And they gave a good reference that if she's holding this flat iron with this popcorn, or somebody's holding a cucumber and you're just scrolling, you're going to stop because you're going to naturally think that's weird. Then you're going to tune in and see if you want to stay and watch what they're doing. And so I've seen PinkDoll pop up various times on my timeline while I'm scrolling as she does this. And within the last 3 weeks, her stuff has gone extremely viral. And it's been viral also because people are really surprised on the amount of money that she's been able to make as an NPC character on TikTok Live. And I had just seen a video today where she says that she can make $10,000 per live. That's not per day, that's per live. Sometimes she goes live multiple times a day. And so for me, I found that to be extremely fascinating. And as her virality has grown, I have seen more and more viewers, right? There have been times when I've seen her on live and she had like 500 people or 1,000 people. But within the last 2 weeks, I've seen 30,000 and 60,000 people in her live. These people are sending her gifts to get the reaction. And this is real money. It's not only real money for her, but real money for TikTok, right? So if she says that she made $10,000 and I don't know what TikTok's cut is, TikTok made $10,000 or TikTok made $8,000 or whatever. TikTok is also making money. So one thing that I really liked about this, and this is just me as a business owner and somebody that just loves influence and power. Like I love to see what influence can do because influence can give you power. I think TikTok made a really good job out of gamifying their app because they're not solely relying on advertising money. You know, when we go to Instagram and Facebook, people, you're getting ads all the time. People are spending money on ads for their business. That makes them money. But with TikTok, they do that too. But they have now these lives and these gifts and these coins where you can send people gifts, and that gives the creator the money. that motivates them to keep doing it. And it also gives TikTok the real money. But then the person that's sending it gets a reaction, right? You guys know that I told you guys that I was doing a little ASMR. I want to get back into it. I told you I'm off and on. It's not a consistent thing. But as a person that have viewed lives and participated in gifting, and as a person that has done a live and get gifts, you get like this joy when that creator acknowledges your presence. I know that sounds so weird, but it's like if I sent a gift, the creator live is going to say, oh, thank you, SelfishBabe, for sending this gift. And I've even watched different TikTok battles, because I used to watch these battles with these Jamaican creators, and basically they will get on live and the audience sends the gifts and the likes to battle. So basically your audience feels like they're trying to help you win over this audience. That is money that they get. They get that money that you're sending them, and TikTok gets some of the money as well. But when you send a gift and that creator acknowledges you, like, oh, thank you, Diane. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. You feel special because you're in that live and they're acknowledging the gift that you sent, and you feel good. Like, I'll be real 100% on this, because I know I have felt special. Like, yes, bitch. Like, I helped you. Yeah. Or like, I got that acknowledgement. And also TikTok has it where if you're like a gifter that spends a lot of money, you're going to get your profile in their corner. And so people see your profile as a top gifter in their corner. So I just thought that was smart for TikTok to be able to do, because it was just like, you're getting everybody's psychological like things, right? You're making the audience participate. The person that's creating doesn't feel like they're creating for no reason, because at some point momentum builds and they do get an audience, or they do get viewers, and now people are gifting them. Now they're making money, and then TikTok makes money. And you know what happens when TikTok makes money? TikTok will drive that person's stuff up. And so I've realized within those last 2 weeks that PinkDoll was getting like 60,000 views. I mean, imagine 60,000 people watching you at one time. Influence and power. I don't give a fuck if you're a hater. Like, and I don't want any of my SelfishBabe to be a hater, because y'all could roll your eyes and be like, well, I don't like PinkDoll. You don't gotta like her, but you don't gotta hate on her, because I will notice when you get more people in any live capacity, some people are rude, some people are assholes, some people have no fucking lives, and they're the real NPCs in real fucking life, right? You have this NPC that's doing her thing, minding her motherfucking business, while y'all up in the comments judging and making fun of her, but bitch, she getting paid. So it's like she gotta keep her mind like, I can't fuck with these haters and what they gotta say, because I'm still getting paid. And I've seen that in other creators' lives. It's like when you get more people viewing your shit, you're gonna get multiple different types of people. You're gonna get the people that support you, and you're also gonna get the people that just don't like it and got shit to say. Those are the real NPCs in real life. When people gotta shit on you to make themselves feel better or whatever, you're the real NPC. But because I'm saying this, I literally watched this live with this other girl named Ash Dalton. I really like her content. She helps a lot of women feel good about themselves and gives them advice, and does a Fashion Friday. And I had, wanted to participate in one of the Fashion Fridays. I didn't want to participate as in going up. I just wanted to view. And so for the first hour, there was people not ready, or there was people that was just being rude. Like, she would invite them up on the live so you would see their video next to hers. And there's this one girl was like, oh, I'm fucking on your husband, where he at? And she was like, he in the next room. By the way, she's not married, but she was just like, what the fuck? Like, why would you request to go to somebody's live to be an asshole? Like, that don't make no motherfucking sense to me, and I don't think it ever will. And I know that I don't have to make sense of it. But it's just really sad to me, So I will say that's something I realized. But in terms of getting back into this NPC thing, once people was finding out how much PinkDoll was making, which she can make up to 10,000 per live, you saw a slew of other NPC creators, especially NPC creators of color. I have seen like Asian NPC creators where they're dressed up in like anime and they have the whole filter and they're really in it. I've seen another, I think her name is Cherry Girl or something. She's like a white girl and she sounds like she's European, and she does her lives as well. and she has like these little like elf ears. Like I've seen them, and then I saw PinkDoll, and PinkDoll was honestly the first Black woman that I've seen doing it consistently. And so after PinkDoll started blowing up and celebrities were reaching out to her and producers were reaching out to her, right? Timberland had reached out to her and like featured her song on one of his remixes because it was just so viral and just so known. It's just like everybody else was like, oh, all I gotta do is be on camera and pretend to be an NPC and make this coin. Why not? Other people could be like, why everybody trying to do this? Like, you don't got no life, blah, blah, blah. So even these new NPC creators that were creating content around this, they would get haters in their comments talking shit about them. But then they would also get people that were participating. And so it's like, for me, it's, I could just kind of compare this to so many different things. For me, it's like when people see how much money you can make doing something that doesn't require a lot of effort, they're going to want to do it. Because each and every one of us, I believe, wants a comfortable life, wants a lifestyle of freedom, wants a life where we do not have to worry about our finances and our money, because we truly just want to live our lives. And so to do something that doesn't require too much work, and Coco Moco and her podcast host had mentioned this, it's a low barrier to have a cell phone and make a TikTok account and go live. It doesn't require much. And because it doesn't require much, more and more people are going to try to do it because it doesn't require much. But what it has also showed me is that we all want a comfortable lifestyle, a lifestyle where we do not have to worry about our finances, and a way to make money that doesn't feel like it's sucking away at our soul or draining us too much. And so when people found out that what PinkDoll was doing and how much she was making, I saw so many other creators. I've seen a spiritual girl NPC, multiple spiritual girl NPCs. I've seen a crackhead NPC. I've seen the Jamaican AI NPC. That's what they're calling themselves. I've seen so many different characters, right? And what it has showed me is that people can be creative, right? They can either, one, and I've seen this done too, copy exactly the sounds, the way that PinkDoll says her sounds. Like if you say a rose, like, oh, I love roses, it smells so good, or ice cream, I love ice cream. They may say the same way that she says it. But then I've seen other creators that do it differently. They come up with their own phrases. They come up with their own way of saying it, and they're not copying her. They're doing it in their own way, which shows me that that people have creativity. People have the creativity to stand out. People want to make money in an easier way that doesn't make them feel like their lives are being sucked out of them. And if you can continue to do something on a consistent basis, it can work out for you. And that's what it's done for PinkDoll. Now, PinkDoll has been found out to be an ex-sex worker. She had an OnlyFans account or whatever, and she got into this NPC world. And people were giving her backlash because of what she used to do. And for me, it's just like, okay, she used to be a sex worker. She used to, do sex on OnlyFans and sell that. Like, what's the big deal? Now she's doing something different. Why are we hating on what she used to do? And to the point where somebody, I think it was her ex-boyfriend, had leaked her OnlyFans account. And on TikTok, on Twitter, she was talking about it. She says, if you search it, you'll find it. You'll see the pictures, and you will. And that can be disheartening because obviously she's going in a different route that's working for her. But it's just like, it is what it is. Keep on going, PinkDoll. I am a PinkDoll supporter. I like her videos, I like her lives. I think it was very creative. I'm always happy to see somebody win. And, she has a personality. Like when you see her videos that are not on live and she's just talking in the videos, you can tell she has personality. You can tell she wants to do other things apart from this. And that may require being on TV or using her voice in a way for something else. And I think that could be very lucrative for her apart from just TikTok, because her being on live on TikTok is already lucrative. And it's not only lucrative for her, it's lucrative for TikTok. And that's a win-win. When a business sees you as a win-win, that you're actually making them money, they're going to continue to push you and promote you so she can get her lives pushed out and promoted if TikTok sees that she's making them this amount of money. But it did make me think about this, SelfishBabe. I didn't come on here to say, oh, be an NPC and, be an AI on TikTok if you want to make money. If you want to do that, you can definitely try. I had thought about it and I had attempted to do it, and I was going to be was it like a bougie goddess? Like I wouldn't say anything unless you sent me a gift. And I just did it for like 45 minutes to an hour. Nothing really happened. But I was like, I don't think as tempting as the money is, I will say that. As tempting as the money is, I know that I will not be consistent enough in it for it to be lucrative to me. And so I wanted my selfish babes that are listening to this episode to think about, what is your thing that you can be consistent enough in that is going to make you the money, that's going to help you get that freedom in life. And, we can call it, what is your NPC thing? It doesn't have to be, of course, when non-player character, whatever. But it's just like, obviously the new NPCs that are popping up, they're going to have to be consistent enough in this for it to really make them funds. And there has been another creator on TikTok, I don't have her name, but she's another Black woman, and she's made her own characters, and she has been making some money, at least 200 maybe to 500 in a day. And so it's just like, that's what she's starting out with. Imagine when she gets more popular, it can be $1,000 a day, it can be $2,000 a day. And so for me, it just showed me that people have it in them to do something that is not a regular 9-to-5 job. No shade to 9-to-5s, but for somebody that wants to create a different type of life for themselves, where they're having money freedom, what are you doing that's going to do that? And what are you doing consistently enough to do that? Right? For me, I have my business. So that's one consistent thing. And next is my podcast. And there's other things that's going to be my consistent thing that's going to continue to bring the money for me to live the lifestyle that I want to live, and the lifestyle that I see for myself. And so, selfish babe, it may be going on TikTok and going live. Can you be consistent enough in that? Is it starting your own business? Is it doing an Airbnb? But what is your consistent thing? Because I will say that a part of TikTok, a part of Pinky's viral moment that we're seeing right now, is that she was doing this consistently. I've scrolled past her many times on my TikTok of her doing the same thing, many times. And it's just now in this moment that it hit, and it has allowed her to blow up and be recognized by celebrities and different people across the globe, where she's having different CEOs of big companies, like the CEO of Tesla had mentioned her, like how he likes PinkDoll. He was like watching her while he was watching a movie or something. And it's like, wow, to get somebody's attention like that when you're consistently doing something is amazing, because people in power can put you in power. And there was this video that I had posted on the Selfish Babes page. Go check it out. Make sure you follow at Selfish Babes, about two women kind of making fun of micro influencers talking to their 2,000 followers. And they're like, oh, they're talking to their followers like they have thousands of followers, but they only have like 10 likes. And they were making fun of these people that do this. And this girl had gave this example, or this woman had given this example of a guy named Paul Brunson. And I follow him, and he's a Jamaican man. And I think he's a matchmaking coach. And he would do matchmaking on his Instagram. And I think she said that he was averaging between like 20 to 50 likes and not many views, but he was doing it consistently. And one of his viewers was Oprah, and she had invited him to be a co-host on one of her shows. And so what she was just saying is just like, just because the numbers are small, you don't know who's viewing. So keep going, keep doing the thing. And so this does attest a lot to consistency in what your thing may be, because right now you may be thinking it's something that's small, nobody's viewing, nobody's doing anything, but is it your thing? And if it's your thing, you have to show up for your thing and show out for your thing. Because I'm telling you, any influencer that you see now, or people making the type of money that you're seeing do now, had to do something on a consistent basis. And sometimes consistency can be really hard. You may be consistent one week and fall off the next. It's okay. We have another day. Let's try again. And so in this NPC virality and this conversation that I've brought up, which I think is pretty fascinating, I really love to see how we can create more freedoms in our life by doing less. So I think it's pretty cool that people are hopping on the trend, and that obviously people want a different type of life for themselves that doesn't require much, but it does require some type of consistency. And so, Selfish Babe, with that type of consistency, what is going to be your thing? Let me know. Thank you guys for listening to today's episode. Make sure to Download my app, SelfishBabe. Download it to get daily and free affirmations and self-love reminders to your phone, as well as to shop my company, which this podcast is sponsored by. My company, Evolving Butterfly. It is my spiritual women's wellness company. I give you the Goddess Vaginal Detox Pearls, the Pussy Power Rose Quartz Yoni Wash, the Queen's Vaginal Steam Herbs, and now Sex Magic, our personal manifestation lubricant. You're going to want to use my products if you're going to want to tap more into your womb and your yoni and really tap more into your divine feminine. If you want to let go of any hurt, pain, emotions stuck in your womb space, any negativity, if you want to tap more into your self-love, you're going to want to shop evolvingbutterfly.org, links below. And what else? Also check out BetterHelp if you're looking for therapy. BetterHelp.com/selfishbabe. You get 10% off if you're looking for a therapist. All sessions are virtual. Link below. I love you guys so much. Rate this 5 stars. Subscribe to my YouTube podcast page. Peace.